Contemplative Living with David Bennett. Contemplations and reflections to help with spiritual living. This podcast is made possible by dharmatalks.com.
Okay, so you like my new intro? Yeah, I worked on that this week. All right, so we're talking about how love illuminates whatever we're creating. And you know, we're always in a state of creation. Because if you think about it for just a second, life is always in flux. It's always changing. But we are part of the co-creation of what we're experiencing. So we are the brush that colors our world. So fill your palette with colors that positively excite your senses. You know, I mean, if we're going to be co-creators, let's do it creatively. Let's be who we want to be. Let's be authentic and experience everything with vibrancy. Because we want to live a vibrant life. We want to create a vibrant life. But a lot of times we feel like, oh my gosh, we're just stuck in this rut. And I found myself there many times in this life, you know, but then I realized, well, how can I get out of it? How can I get out of it? Well, the first step, of course, is to understand that love illuminates whatever we're creating. So when we touch on that love, that inner love within each and every one of us, that empowers us. It imbues us with that creative source, that creative energy to go about whatever it is that we want to create, to bring that vibrancy, to bring that excitement, to bring that love energy into our life. So I know I always, taking a long walk, or I used to be an avid hiker before I had all my disabilities. And I would go on these marathon hikes where I would connect with my inner being, my source, and we would commune with spirit, and we would open up that expansive awareness during our hikes. And being in nature and being out in the open air and feeling the earth under our feet, you know, was just amazing, and it was vital. It really enhanced my senses and who I was and where I was in my path. So we're neither the master nor the owner of the love. So we need to remember this. We're neither the master nor the owner of the love, the compassion, and the peace that we create. So we don't own what we create, but we give it freely to the world. We cast it on the winds, and we allow it to settle where it needs to be. Kind of like Johnny Appleseed would plant seeds all over the world. But he would then allow them to take on what they needed to grow, to prosper, to produce fruit. And that's what we need to do. We need to cast our thoughts, cast our intentions, and then allow it to grow. Allow them to become what they need to become. But as long as we're doing it with love and compassion and with our inner peace, that's how we're going to really move things forward in our lives. So we are here to participate in the creation and to embody who we are. That comes right back to finding our center and bringing it forward so that we can be authentic individuals. We can be who we are meant to be. and participate in the creation. You know, we always have free will, right? And we can sit down in our path if we choose to. But when we participate, we become a contributor, and we can help move in more positive and more empowering directions. What works to free the mind? What works to engender the heart of compassion? What works to awaken us? The easiest way you can answer these questions, freeing the mind, opening the heart of compassion, awakening itself, awakening ourselves, rather, is to find your inner peace. Take those deep breaths and focus on something as simple as loving kindness. The Sanskrit word Maitri and the Pali word Metta both mean loving kindness or loving care. And they refer to attitudes of goodwill and purity of heart. So when we take the time to go inward and focus on loving kindness, and it's loving kindness for everyone. It's not just directed in one direction. And when we can bring that, when we can connect to our own loving kindness, then we're kind of fulfilling what Rumi said, that everyone wants love, but few are willing to become it. Because this is the root of awakening, is to connect to our love, our inner peace. And then to bring that into our everyday. So loving kindness is a feeling that blesses others and oneself with the simple wish, be happy. We all know the song, Be Happy, right? Try that out. Try it out. Be happy. See if it helps you to connect with your loving kindness. Because that's where it all starts. How can you share your loving kindness with the world if you can't feel it within yourself first? So I invite you to visualize, find that quiet center within yourself, find that peace, and then imagine loving yourself and feeling that love, feeling that kindness that surrounds us at all times, because it's the glue of the universe. It holds us all together. Love is what holds us all together. So find that loving kindness within yourself, and then take a moment to envision your loving kindness going out and surrounding the world. Allow it to circumnavigate all the way around the world and to touch the hearts of those that are willing to receive it. It's a beautiful way to experience your expansive awareness and to experience how you are a co-creator. So, I hope that you spend some time connecting with your loving being, your inner being, your higher consciousness, and finding that loving kindness and bringing it into your everyday activities, bringing it into your family, your community, your greater circles, and allow it to be infused into everything that you do. And I hope you have a blessed week. Namaste.
Thank you for listening today to Contemplative Living with David Bennett. Please be sure to subscribe, listen, and share with your friends wherever you listen to your podcasts. You can find us on YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and the Podbean app. You can find the links to these on David's website, dharmatalks.com, on the Contemplative Living page. Have a blessed week.